Welcome, comrades. IceWolfGem here, and today we're going to be continuing playing Tales of Berseria. Last episode, we had managed to get our first side quest, and we're doing it right now before we go back and doing the main quest. So the side quest is to collect these items for the elixir, and that's what we're here to get. Ooh. Oh, that stuff looks precious. A worn spear. Nice. Here.
This must be Longdow's dust. The ingredient Vidal's Omega Elixir recipe calls for.
I can't believe you actually found it.
We have to go tell Vidal. Maybe he's been able to translate the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's head back to the port. And I just remembered something. You can actually regain all these items when you come here again. So that is honey. Actually, I need to buy some items before I continue. There we go. Oh yeah, in the last episode we were able to actually use other abilities, which is actually really useful. Believe me, I have no idea how painful it is trying to actually find combos to help use healing spells. And now, we're able to play whoever we want, whenever we want, wherever we want. Oh, plus I have to collect some souls in order for me to actually unlock some of the chests that I passed. There are a couple of areas that I did miss that I never was able to open the chest of. So, I'm thinking about opening the chests in the wild first before I open the chests here in the city, in the villages, which would actually save me a lot of time and effort.
Wow! Is that Longdow's dust? That's one of the Omega Elixir ingredients! You found it! You really found it!
Yeah, it's proof your research is right.
Thanks! I've just managed to translate the description of the second ingredient. Here, take this and... Whoa.
What's wrong? Your face is red.
Hey, you're burning up.
It's fine. I'm pretty much always running a fever.
That makes it even worse. We need to get you home so you can rest up.
But
Whoa.
I'm still translating the recipe.
You heard me.
All right. She's scary. Is she your sister or something, Laffy said?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem to have a pretty complicated life.
Do you think he's always that sick?
Wouldn't surprise me. I was weak when I was a kid, too.
He's probably been like this since he was born. That must be why his parents named him Vidal. It means to live.
Huh.
Oh.
I never thought about that.
Luffy said is like that too. It means one who lives.
One who lives.
Oh.
And he wants to be an explorer when he grows up. I feel sorry for him.
But if he drinks the Omega Elixir, I think he can get better.
All the more reason now we have to find
When he
it.
sets off on his adventures, will you let him aboard the Von Eltia, Eisen?
I suppose I could cut him a deal.
You'd charge him?
I'm a pirate, kid. Comes with the territory. But I promise you, I won't charge him too much.
I suppose that'll have to do.
One who lives. I did not know that Laphicette's name had meaning behind it.
Didn't mean much in the end. I poured my soul into getting him through. But he's still dead all the same.
Aww.
Hope. What a waste.
You really think it was pointless?
What else am I supposed to think? It won't bring him back.
Omega SP2. The unicorn horn. The unicorn horn. Where can we find the unicorn? Oh. Oh! It's literally right there. That's not a hard find at all. We can just go there right now and just get it. Well, then again, we can't accept the passageway, so we'll have to get that later. Alright, let's go. Well, we can't go back. Alright, let's head here.
It's too bad that wasn't the real I freed. But I'm glad everyone on the ship is feeling better.
Yeah. Though it sounds like they never want to touch that Salatoma stuff ever again.
What about Eleanor?
She took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So
Oh.
Velvet's right then?
Mogulu! Quit giving Laphicet confusing thoughts.
Jeez.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
Jeez. Oh, brother.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world.
Yeah.
Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong? Whoa! Easy there. Just asking.
Sorry.
He has the tail. I
just
love the
deep in
tail.
thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah. Just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah. Tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them.
Oh.
10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Wow.
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
Wouldn't it be best if we share our pain so that way we can help one another? Eleanor has a lot of work to do.
What is that?
That's
Oh,
called
what
a
the-
penguin, a type of bird native to this area.
Penguin.
Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a lovely stew.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon.
It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat.
Alright.
Magilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it? Oh. You know, like that.
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Glim's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noblewoman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor.
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
Good luck with that.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Oh, smart.
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
Oh, that explains a
Your
lot.
feelings broke?
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
In other words, she was once a kind woman, but then something happened to her, and then she just became who she is? Oh! That increased attack by 3! Oh yeah, darling, yes. This music really has a relaxing tune to it. What is with these areas, by the way? What's this?
So how do you like our island?
It's quite a bit different from Logris.
This place was even more relaxed before the opening, but recently, a lot of our young folk have gone starry-eyed about the city.
It's still better than it was when the demons first started showing, and because people are traveling more now.
In other words, when the money started flowing, people let it go to their heads?
That and those exorcists and soul people from the other islands where different—
Getting worked up and worked over by what's trendy. Is that foolishness not the very definition of youth?
If this keeps up, our island's traditions—
I understand how you feel, but you have to give young people the freedom to—
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for giving me that. Let's take a look up here. Yeah. I could go on the roof? Hello! Ooh. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go. Let's see. How much does it cost to open this chest? 170? Okay, now I definitely know not to open the chests around here. Jeez, that's a lot. What is it? Oh, a life bottle. That'll come in handy.
It's become common practice to use Southgan lumber for shipbuilding.
Natant trees only grow in South.
You know your stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs. A Midgan craftsman amazed to see a...
He had used the Natant logs to build a large...
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgan and Southgan. In the age of exploration, the excitement of a new age had everyone floating on...
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long time, but in the end, Midgand emerged. As hard as things were,
When things were that bad,
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. It may not seem like it. Some people even used to call it shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Well, she's not here. I guess I'll just have to go somewhere else to look for her. A grown woman, eh? It's always best to collect these just so I can get some more accessories. That's where the market is? Oh, this is a chapel. Oh, hello.
Come, sinner, and
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your
Say that again. Exactly what?
Well, mankind is rife with sin. And you must acknowledge your misdeeds and confess them to the great Empyreans. By
Is that so? You're saying I just...
Yes. Confess your dark...
Empyreans. Hear my confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself.
Huh?
Then I set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help you repent.
That's convenient. I'm already planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorius.
I need an exorcist over...
That's about how I figured it'd go.
Come, sinner.
Are you talking to me, perchance?
I am.
Oh my word.
You look so deeply sinful, I wouldn't even... Now confess!
Oh, how long have I waited to bare my soul to someone? But I've always lacked the courage. Praise be to the Imperium.
Ah, your devotion to the...
No! It is you who has captured my devotion, my darling. There's no one
Oh
else
my
I
word.
want but you.
What? Me? But my life is in service to the Empyreans.
Hush! I want you to look at me the way I look at you. Hold me, darling. Smother me in your embrace.
I don't...
Those were the kind of lines I read in a romance novel. It wasn't even that exciting a book. I wasted so many hours with that piece of trash. Please, forgive me for not putting myself to better use.
To a priest! How could you?
Oh, no. I meant to confess my sins, but instead my confession was another sin. Forgive me, Father, I've transgressed once more.
I don't want to forgive you.
But you're supposed to forgive. That's your job, ain't it not,
Come,
huh?
sinner, and repent your wicked...
Who? Me? I don't think I've done much that needs...
No, my son. You must be mistaken. For I can tell, but it's not too late for you yet.
Yeah, I hear you, but I really...
Have you ever wielded fire?
No. All I wield are my swords.
Well, have you hurt anybody?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to land a killing blow yet. I'm still... But the next time...
No, you have it all wrong. You...
Oh, I get it. I need to improve my cutting technique, right?
That's not what I'm...
And what do you mean? It's a priest's job to guide the layman, right? You'll have to start speaking more clearly if you want anyone to trust your advice. Get your act together, man.
Yes. I'll reflect upon the error of my way. Wait, what?
Scout ship settings.
Wow, what a twist! Wow, what a twist! I feel sorry for the pastor, jeez. I feel so sorry for him, oh, but god, that was so funny. Oh my word. Okay, let's go look for this so-called girl. Oh boy. Ooh.
Still no leads on that grimoire lady.
Magulu, when did you get that letter from her you mentioned?
Hard to say. It must have been last year? A decade ago?
Take this seriously, or I'll feed you to the sharks.
Oh, what? I think I'd at least rate a kraken.
Oh my word.
Keep this up and I swear I'll eat... It's them!
Oh no.
The final preparations are complete. Once you've assumed your new post, everyone will act on your command.
Thank you, sister. But to be honest, I worry that these shoes I'm filling might just be a bit too big for me.
You need not worry. You possess a special strength and quality that others lack. Shepherd Artorias has high hopes for your deployment to Palamedes. Fear not. Just be yourself and you'll do fine. Believe you're a leader, and you will be.
Yes, I'll try to make you proud, sister.
They're sending him to Palamedes? Is that the name of a facility on this island?
I had better get going.
Safe travels.
Oh, one more thing. Be careful around the demon in Haria. It's stronger than it looks. We've even had some casualties.
Understood.
Also, if you must drink the water, remember to boil it.
Oh my word.
Sister...
I know, I worry too much. But I just can't help myself.
Good grief.
So, there's a demon in Haria. Sounds like it's a pretty feisty one, too.
If so, it may prove useful.
Still, what magical timing for Oscar to show up here at the very same hour we do.
Yeah.
I understand your suspicion of me, but have you any proof?
None, it's true. But as an exorcist, you're certainly sympathetic to the Abbey's cause.
Yeah.
And soon you may wish we were sympathetic.
Eleanor hasn't been snitching on us. I'm sure of it.
And how would you know? Are you watching her even when she's taking a bath?
No, I don't. I always stay outside when she's taking a bath. And...
Then isn't it possible she's communicating with the Abbey in secret while you're not there?
Oh.
You pledged to obey me until the day you die, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Remember, when you two trade blows, only the Abbey wins.
One less demon,
yeah,
and one less traitor for them to worry about.
That is true.
While we're standing around here arguing, that demon could be attacking Grimoire.
He's not wrong there.
It's true. Let's find some more people to question around town.
You're off the hook for now, Eleanor. Alright, let's see. Forget it, bye. I could sell the onions that I already have, but I don't need. Alright, he's good. He's good. She's good. She's good. She's good. He's good.
Hey,
hello.
This doll? It looks like Bienfu.
Ah, a keen eye you have, young man.
That's Empyrean Aminoge?
Yep, no doubt about it. I've seen her with my own eyes. Real dignified.
You saw her? Why was she angry?
Well, the Abbeys banned any profession of the Aminochian faith in Southgand, despite her popularity. Gotta assume that's what got her all bent out of shape. I tried talking to her, but no matter what I said, she was just like—
Wait, that sounds like—
And that low-energy goddess you saw? The doll you've got here looks like her?
Yeah, more or less.
Ha! Fortune smiles upon thee, weary adventurers. That listless goddess is none other than Grim.
Grimoire isn't human?
When did I ever say she was? So,
I think it was down by McClear Beach.
pensively watching the tide come in? That's her, all right. Quickly, to the beach!
Why didn't you mention Grimoire as a Moloch before now?
You can't be too careful with that information. Spies, spies listening everywhere!
Well, she ain't wrong there. Literally anyone can be a spy these days. Even these souls could carry some whispers that even we never expected to hear. Okay, let's go. A Moloch, huh? Not gonna lie, it's probably for the best that she was a Moloch. Oh! Okay. Alright. Nobody got time for chit-chat.
So what's it really like?
Huh?
The connection between Moloch and Vessel.
Sort of. When I'm dwelling inside Eleanor, I can see what she sees and hear what she hears, but I can't read her thoughts or her emotions. Sitting in a box doesn't teach you how the box feels.
I see. In that case, I want to give her as little time alone as possible.
I don't want to bathe with her, alright?
I know. You're a boy and all. For her baths, we can send Bienfu. No, that's a bad idea. It'll have to be Magulu. Or myself.
Phew!
What sort of boundaries have you and Eleanor drawn? How do you sleep?
We talk before bed sometimes. But it's not like I'm sleeping by her side or anything. It's easier for me to tell when she wakes up if I'm dwelling inside her.
Does she ever get out of bed at night?
Not in my experience. And she sleeps so peacefully.
Huh?
When she's around you guys, she always looks so stern. But when she lets her hair down too. And I...
Huh. So that's what he likes. Well, keep an eye on her, but...
But?
But...
Watch out for the older girls.
Huh?
Oh, this is her younger
Teresa
brother.
and Oscar sure seem close.
I've known them since I was an initiate, but I've never seen them quarrel, not even once.
Did you ever fight with your brother, Velvet?
Yeah, I guess I did. Sometimes I'd chew him out, and he'd sulk and stop talking to me, but I found that adorable too.
You did?
No matter how much he dug in his heels, or tried to talk like he was in charge, after a while he'd be right there trailing along behind me.
Like a little puppy dog.
Puppies are a lot more obedient. I always had to keep an eye on him.
Oh,
Little
dear.
brothers are odd creatures.
Rokuro's a little brother. Is he adorable too?
I don't think a little brother who's out to kill you is in any way adorable.
But Shigure seemed like he was having fun.
Sometimes you just don't make sense.
Huh? I don't know.
Little brothers.
Do you have any siblings?
I'm an only child.
Aw.
Well then, that's perfect. You pretend the boy is your little brother.
Huh? That's a bit extreme, but actually, when I'm talking with Laphicet, sometimes I think,
oh my word!
This is what having a brother must feel like.
I could be Eleanor's brother.
Uh-oh.
Don't take any of this nonsense seriously, Laphicet. Malachim are just tools to exorcists. She can never think of you as her brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I've changed how I view Malachim. I know that's true because I can think of him as a brother.
Right.
She's all talk. Don't believe her.
It seems to me like you're the one who's treating him as a tool, by forcing your own opinions upon him.
Whoa!
Ooh, two sisters struggling for the affections of their brother. Eeny teeny candlestick, which one will the Muppet pick?
Oh my word.
How about an older brother instead?
Oh my god, I love this kid so much.
Beautiful waters. So this is Muckler Beach.
I hope she's actually here.
Well, we'll just have to look for her and find out. Wow, this is really pretty.
This grimoire who we're searching for is a Moloch like Bienfu, right? To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't see how someone so different can be a Moloch just the same as Laphicet or Eisen.
I understand your doubts. It's quite the jolly mess.
I'll tell you anything!
In that case,
Yeah, right.
I've been wondering, what's underneath your hat?
Oh no! Anything but that!
So, we've hit a wall already.
But that ribbon flaps around and gets in the way, right? Could I take it off for you?
Oh, brother.
No! That's not possible! You mustn't remove the ribbon! Why not? That's another thing I can't say!
It's all cans with you. All right, is there anything you can tell me?
I
brother.
could talk about what type of Malachim we are, or our position in the world of Malachim, or our abilities. Oh, I'd like to know all that. Then
That would be
I will
helpful.
tell you. Listen closely. We Norman are a well-established race of Malachim. Compared to other Malachim, we aren't as adept at manipulating natural forces, but we excel at drawing out and heightening the abilities of others.
Think of them as a convenient power-up.
They're also known as common spirits.
Don't even say that! We Norman hate being called that.
Why is it so painful for you?
Because it makes people think we're average and unremarkable. That's why we work so hard to show how we're all different.
That does explain your quirky speaking mannerisms.
Don't sweat it. That's a perfectly common thing to worry about.
Don't say that!
They just like to torture this poor little guy. 108. As you have a lot of souls to collect. Let's take a look at what's up here. Ooh.
What are those penguins doing?
Probably keeping their eggs warm?
Most likely. They look like a mama and a papa. Penguins are monogamous, faithful creatures. They never leave their mate. Isn't that romantic?
So they lay eggs because they're like husband and wife. But how do they make
Oh
the
no,
eggs?
the question.
That's... well...
So, Laffy said, here's an interesting fact. A single penguin egg actually contains dozens of smaller orange eggs.
Oh, so their eggs must be small and crunchy.
Yep. They have the texture of caviar and the rich flavor of sea urchins.
Interesting. So they're more like fish than birds.
So you've eaten them. How cruel. Look how much they care about their young.
While it may be a bit cruel, they taste amazing. They're considered a delicacy in some circles. Top a bowl of rice with these crunchy eggs and some rich penguin thigh meat, and you get a dish called family fricassee.
That's a horrific name.
I wasn't the one who named it, okay?
Those eggs look tasty, but I think I'll pass.
Alright.
Is that?
What?
Grimoire? She's moving away.
Good grief. Figure.
A dragon?
No, just a big lizard demon.
Is it friends with Dial? Kaleido threat!
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I will miss! Form zero! Thunder! Pressure! Wild pressure! No escape!
Freeze and burn!
For four! Then go! Watch out!
Rico this! Here! Take that! Rico this! Here! Strike one! Light heal up!
Hold up!
First aid! First aid!
Deception!
First aid!
Deception! Hold up! Deception!
Spiral! Pow! Dark and
Right.
Friction! First aid! First aid! Light heal up!
Hold up! Forget them!
Light heal up! First aid! First aid! First aid!
There we go.
No escape!
Here!
For three! Hey! Let's go! Eat it!
Go for it! Freeze and burn!
Hold up!
Ahead!
Deception! For four!
Light heal up! First aid! First aid! Light heal up!
I'm focused on the fourth.
First aid! Walls of armor! First aid! Right there! Try clip! Tear it out! Light heal up! First aid! First aid! Eleanor! Dark and light! Friction! Geostigma!
Don't worry, Isaac. I got you too.
Isaac! Light heal up! First aid! Light heal up! First aid! Turning round! Dark and light! Friction!
Yeah.
Dark and light! It turned red!
Oh, he's shy.
More like it's angry. Let's not enrage it any further.
It's building up strength. Be careful.
Thank you.
Dark and light! Fierce Sigma!
Alright, here we go.
I think you can dodge. Just try. Perfect mayhem.
Light wheel up! First aid! Boy fire! Dark and light! Friction! First aid! First aid!
And now,
Boy
for
fire!
this. Yeah.
Come on! Put up some fight, okay?
Whoa. Static force. Whoa. Press right until it creates effect. Ooh. Nice.
So she's the same sort of Moloch as Bienfu?
You're Grimoire, right? We've been looking for you. We need your help. Who are you? I'm Velvet.
Great.
I know your witch friend. Oh.
Grim, so wonderful to see you.
It's been forever!
Ah, you two. Still as outlandish a pair as ever, I see.
How exactly do you know her?
Witch training? She was an upperclassman.
And?
We found this fascinating ancient tome, and we were hoping you could read it for us.
You might find it interesting.
Goodness, Magilu. You of all people joining a team? I didn't know you had it in you.
That keep me entertained.
Well, I don't need entertainment.
Bien! Come on, Grim! Isn't there any way you can help us?
It's not the kind of thing I do.
Oh, what a shame. Things happen. Well, we tried, didn't we?
Maybe you need some incentivizing. Do it. I'm serious. I bet you are. Your eyes tell me you're dangerous. Trouble follows you like a hawk tails a rabbit.
Ooh.
And at my age, trouble is something I'd rather avoid.
How old are you?
Ask me again and you'll get a firework in the tush.
My apologies.
It appears we've wasted our time.
A walk on the beach is never wasted, but sorry.
Well, how did you learn to read the ancient tongue? Are there books for studying it or something?
My. Are you actually thinking of learning it on your own?
Well,
Wow.
I love reading, and I want to learn more about history. Besides, we need what's in this book.
You have passion, child, I'll give you that.
Not to mention you want to be helpful to Velvet, don't you, kid?
Yeah.
My tuition isn't cheap, you know.
You will teach me?
No, I won't. But I admire your dedication enough to read it for you. Now where's this book?
She might be impressed with the book anyway,
Here it
so
is,
we may
ma'am.
get a win.
You needn't be so formal.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Not ma'am. Right.
Let's see what we're looking at here. The language of ancient Averost. Had to be the hard one, of course. A lot of wear and tear, too. This'll take some time. We're in a hurry.
That may well be, but this isn't the place for study. Let's move to someplace more comfortable.
You've redeemed yourself, young man. There's a village called Haria just a little ways away.
Okay, so I have to go to a village named Haria.
That works. Thank you.
Fine. Haria Village. Whatever gets the job done.
Haria. Isn't that the village with that demon that Oscar and Teresa were talking about?
I think it might be. We should remain on our guard.
Well, let me get these just so we can have some... Ooh. That will come in handy. There's a demon across this across here, so... Knows I'd like the fancy to take care of a certain opponent, eh? Alright, let's go. Thank you. Alright, let's go.
We will need to be extremely wary.
There we go. Fire! And mirror. And mirror.
Forget the pain and move!
Alright. That's the kind of battle we want. Alright, heal.
Blades of wind! Place them! Hurricane!
Alright, come on. The guard was down. I got you. And we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. I got it, don't worry. Take that, you jerk. Get up on my firing mirror.
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Where's the villager right now? Phew. Well, that could have gone better.
I apologize if I'm being rude, but I have to ask. You're not Aminoch the Empyrean, are you?
Of course I'm not. What would even make you ask such a thing?
A shop in Isolt was selling Aminoch figurines that looked just like you.
Oh, that. I distinctly remember whispering to the shopkeeper in his sleep, telling him not to sell those things.
You showing up in his dreams probably only convinced him you were the real deal. You should sue for his use of your likeness and get proper compensation from that shopkeeper.
Forget it. It's no concern.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like they'd ever sell anyway.
Oh, you think a figurine of mine wouldn't sell?
You got this whole somber ennui thing going on. A figurine needs to be cute, like me.
Then how about I turn you into a product?
Uh-oh.
Really?
Oh yes. I'll have you stuffed and mounted. But since it'd be a unique piece, I'd have to price it a bit higher.
Oh dear.
Mounted? No, count me out!
Oh, you're no fun. Now, what was it we were talking about?
Whether or not you are the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, yes, that's right. It would be hard for anyone to worship an Empyrean like me, right?
That's true. I mean, it just seems like you're the type who can see through any. Perhaps an Empyrean seems less intimidating from a certain point of view.
You're saying I'm scarier than an Empyrean?
Oh my word.
Scarier, exactly. Just more of a savvy sort of woman.
That's not a bad answer, but it won't get you out of the doghouse.
Poor Eleanor. Ah, peach gel. Okay, enough messing around. Let's head straight to the camp.
That's Haria Village.
To the inn, one and all!
It never hurts to be fully prepared. Sesame. Alright. Oh, wow. Alright, let's go. Let's go. What's up?
I can't deal with this.
What's the matter?
Everyone's sick of all these fruit-flavored gels. So, I made gels using the giant cacao beans only found here on... But people complained that they weren't avant-garde enough. Ugh, chocolate-flavored gel. This got me fuming.
You put fish...
Well, people do braise meat with chocolate. Chocolate and fish may go surprisingly...
Exactly! It was the bonito flakes crunchiness.
So if you made an innovative new type of gel, why are you so...
That's exactly my problem. I outdid myself. Now I need to make my... So I thought up the...
And that is?
I'll put my Choconito gels in toilets all over the world. I'll call it, No One Will Go to the Bathroom Without Finding My Gels. I think everyone will have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's weird.
Right? I knew that kids would get it.
Who's a kid?
But all the adults in my village called it silly and lowbrow. They forbade me from selling my Choconito gels at all. Isn't that just horrible?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Aw, man. Things used to be... Mom would make me dinner, and all I had to do was go. I don't want to become the kind of grown-up who can't find any...
Let's just head over to the inn. Better be safe than sorry. Alright, let's see. Nothing on this side. I can get back here anytime I want to.
From what we heard in Iseult, demons are attacking villages, and more people are growing upset, so I hadn't expected things in Haria village to...
They might be on their best behavior because you're accompanied by an exorcist.
Huh. I didn't know you could see the world in more than just black and white.
The Abbey wouldn't entrust my responsibilities to someone who couldn't see beyond the surface. I have seen many things in my work. I've beheld both the light and the darkness in the world of men. Despite that, no, because of that, I won't turn away from the wrongs that I encounter. Moreover, I have faith. I believe there is good in all our souls.
The darkness, huh?
Yes, like you.
You're awfully direct. We could use a place to stay.
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself.
Thank you.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
What did you just say, child?
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher?
You said you didn't want to be called ma'am, so I thought maybe that'd work.
Yes, satisfactory. All right. I'll teach you how to read Ancient Avarost.
Good grief, just sulk up to them.
We'll leave you two alone then. Let us know if anything comes up.
Good grief. Okay. Did I already open this?
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is. If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you. As I'm sure you've noticed.
Poor girl. Alright.
Do you plan on just giving up? The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect that temple.
Why did the Abbey need Amenoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
But how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey... Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Isolt anymore.
Our faith in Amenoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
He's not wrong there.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolt, but our village has its... This village is under the divine protection of... They're tasked with performing the...
And there's still a priestess today.
Of course. And her daughter is training to become our next priestess. Although, I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. But the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from...
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out. But from the very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact. In all the years we've worshipped Amenoch, not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
That is kind of weird. We've seen everyone but the priestess, which is really odd. It concerns me. Alright. Nothing here important. Hey.
So she digs being called teacher. Well played, Laphicet.
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
Yeah.
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
I'm with Velvet on that one.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Good grief.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
What is it?
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says Sa, Popo, Mucho, Sancho.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like, San-san, Pocho, Pocho, Pocho Musan, Pocho Musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho Muson. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho Muson. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into the Nameless Empyrean.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. All right, so if we apply this rule here, then...
The Nameless Empyrean, huh?
It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Oh?
I wonder if they've made any progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Well...
Well, any results? Yes. Well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
Listen.
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therions shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The Nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The Nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therions? Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat. Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far, we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
No. It gives us a good hint.
Likely so. But if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
What the Abbey's up to, is it? I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone.
Really?
The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them belongs to his main body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along Earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called Therions. Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire.
They're not
but
wrong.
they also call Innominat an Empyrean.
So
Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therions will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therions and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therions in Innominat's body are connected through Earth pulses.
That's right.
If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the Earth pulse points.
Points?
The places where the power of Earth pulses is concentrated.
Like the beetle we found in the forest.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Wait, are you trying to say that thing's a Therion? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
Yeah.
And there was that same barrier at the villa, too.
He's not wrong.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therion? Does that mean the Therions all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Yeah.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therions being forever reborn.
Well, what the?
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Yeah.
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy. Could the temple possibly be an Earth pulse point?
There's lots of Earth pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therions, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing.
Nice.
Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therion... What? I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
I guess that another one will be reborn. I guess we have to go, but I'm gonna end this video right here because This would be a perfect spot to end it here. So in order for us to... So that's where we're probably going to have to go next. Interesting. Going to the temple in order to find out...
Fighting is scary. I'll take the lead.
Let's go. So that's where we'll have to go next. Okay, I know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. It really means a lot to me if you did. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. It really means a lot to me if you do that. Also subscribe, totally free. Really free. Join the good of the day where we're going to check out some other videos you think you might like. And as always, I'll see you all in this coming video. What will happen next on Tales of Berseria? Only time will tell. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay shiny, my darlings, and goodbye, everybody.